Anybody home? Come on out, everybody! It's time to play!
You're crazy.
I'm not crazy, I just don't give a fuck! Smoking bars outside inside, and I wanna know what the fuck you're doing with my time!
Oh, I kick ass for the Lord.
What's up, you gothic-loving movie maniacs, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer, and today I have an awesome film to showcase, very atmospheric, very classy black and white style, straight from Mexico. It is the 1963 haunting flick by Rafael Belladon. It is The Curse of the Crying Woman. Really, really awesome stuff here, and it's perfect for this time of year. Very, very haunting, very gothic, like I said, and the visuals are to die for. Storytelling is ghostly, just really cool, so let's get into it. Here is The Curse of the Crying Woman. The Curse of the Crying Woman is an interesting yarn, to say the least. And it's very, very vivid in its visuals, manic in its horror moments, and haunting all around. Just a spooky thing that you gotta check out for yourself. But let's talk about the premise. It pretty much revolves around a young woman named Amelia, who is harkened back to her home by her aunt, who wants her to come visit. And she has motives, but we'll get to that a little bit later. But her aunt is Selma, and Selma wants her to come home. So Amelia comes home with her new husband, who I guess they've been married for a few days, and they come out to their villa. And when they get there, they're greeted by Juan, who is Selma's very, very strange butler, I guess, or servant. And Selma is up to something shady. She wants her, Amelia, to help her with sorcery and witchcraft that she's been working on for most of her life, and that's kind of sustained her beauty. And it's this legend of the crying woman, and it's a witch that was prosecuted and killed and executed, but through her, Selma's able to kind of gain power, and she kind of wreaks havoc across the countryside and murders passersby, and there's just a real huge death toll in this area because of her and her witchcraft and things like that. But Amelia is the key to all that, so that's where the story unfolds there, and it's just pretty much from that point Amelia trying to figure out what's going on and trying to escape her fate from her aunt that has this diabolical thing in store for her that involves the crying woman and the death of everyone she loves. It's just horrible. It's horrible all around. But the film is awesome, and the performances are really great too. Amelia is played by Rosita Arenas, and she is fabulous in the role. Very, very charismatic and expressive, but very bold, and she's headstrong. She doesn't really... I mean, she's the damsel in distress a lot of times, but she is never shying away from what the horrors that are unveiled to her. But also following her is the character of Jamie, her husband, who's played by Abel Salazar. I've seen him in a few other Mexican horror films, and he does a great job in this one. But he's not really too much of the hero role in this one. He gets captured and things like that. It's mostly an Amelia show where she's trying to figure things out. But he is there as a supporting role, but he doesn't really take on too much of the hero aspect until maybe the waning hours of or moments of the film. But then we have Selma. She is the aunt, and she's played by Rita Macedo, and she's very, very sinister. She plays almost a dual role of when she's playing herself and then when she's kind of possessed by the crying woman. And when she is possessed by the crying woman, she has these weird black eyes that are, they're pretty much eyes are gouged out, and she's just hollow sockets. But she looks a combination of terrifying and hilarious. She looks very strange in that makeup, and her expressions when she's smiling and gleeful over all this horrific stuff that she's churning out and dishing out on people. It's just a really wickedly fun performance from her, and I appreciate every moment she's on screen. She's delirious and so strange, but really great in both roles of the kind of possessed crying woman aspect, and then the evil aunt that's obsessed with witchcraft and sorcery and things like that. But last but definitely not least is the character of Juan. He's played by Carlos Lopez Moctezuma. That's a mouthful, but he is a bright bastard. There's a lot of shots of this guy in this movie just grinning over people being tortured or killed, murdered. He loves it. He even gets in on it. He's throwing knives at people. He's just a right bastard, and I love his character because you just want him to die. He's a little bit of an Igor character where he has like a limp. He has like a huge boot for his like deformation of his leg. But yeah, he can fight and he can take out people, and he's just like I said, right bastard because he's just grinning at people's misery. But a great character nonetheless, and yeah, everyone does a fabulous job in there. As for the locations are fantastic. The villa estate, it's just very how do I say it? It's iconic as it's very gothic. And creepy in tone and stuff like that. But it's very strange. The layout of the place does not make sense. I don't know if Mexico has a different architectural structure in their homes or villas, but there's just so many weird nooks and crannies in this place. But it's fabulous to see on film. It makes you think like, whoa, what is this place? But the outside locations, the surrounding woods are very haunting, dark and twisted. It's a very secluded film with a lot of atmosphere. And also the practical effects, like I said, when the aunt is all crying, womanified, possessed. But I don't really know. They don't really go over it too much of what it is. But when she has those gouged out eyes, creepy as all hell. And I don't really know if there's any other special effects other than there's a mad crazy person that's the aunt's husband, who she locked up. He was a doctor, and now he's just crazy long-haired guy with one bug-eyed cartoon eye, and he's just running wild throughout this movie. Near like from the half point on, he's just running amok, attacking people at random and then disappearing for like entire sequences. I almost forgot he was in the movie until the very end when all shit's hitting the fan, and he just shows up and starts wrecking shit as well. So he's his look is very strange, but I enjoyed it, and the overall climax of the movie is just very well thought out and chaotic. There's a lot of fire and destruction going on, and there's 2 fight sequences going on at the same time. A lot of things going on in this movie that's very impressive. It's a very impressive production, to say the least. But yeah, I love the hell out of this one. I love the gothic tones, and it's one of the better Mexican horror films that I've seen from the 60s. It really has an energy to it that takes on a life of its own. But yeah, that is The Curse of the Crying Woman. Definitely recommend it if you love gothic films, like Italian gothic films of the 60s and 70s. This one hits it right on the mark. It's just a great Mexican film, great horror film, and a great kind of ghost story, witchcraft tale that really takes it into some strange places. But yep, highly recommend it. But that is it. Hopefully you like that one. Hopefully you like what I'm doing here. And if you do, like and subscribe. And if you got some time on your hands, leave a comment, and because I love hearing from you guys. But until then, I will see you all at the next Lucid Nightmare. Peace.